What is up, guys and girls? It's Excessive coming at you with just a look at a weapon in the game, a little weapon review, as you will. Today we're going to be looking at the Night Hawkin. Argued as probably one of the best SMGs in the game. Arctic Tame Night Hawkin does 126% cryo efficiency. So you can load in, and depending on when you load in, depends on the damage your weapon will do. So Hawkin is a reference to the Stranger Things, and the red text reads Stranger Than Things. Comes with 10% critical damage, 15% fire rate, does zoom, obviously, slows enemies being cryo. You can swap between a 4-shot burst and a semi-automatic. It is quite accurate. So as you can see up in the top there, it does 412 for 3. It will fire 3 projectiles per shot at the cost of 1 bullet. Sorry about that. And I guess the legendary, the perk or the unique thing about this is every time you load in, it will do a different type of damage. So at the moment I'm doing 412 times 3. Prior to this I was doing, I believe it was about 370 times 3. Prior to that it was just 412 flat. So sometimes it's just a flat amount of damage, and other times it is a bit more damage. So obviously you want the 3 multiplier, especially in game Mayhem 3. So on Mayhem 3 now, I'm going to show you what it's like. See what kind of debuffs we got. We've got 50% damage less with guns, and then we've got 25% more gun damage. So maybe we're at about a quarter of a loss here. So I'm just going to show you some gameplay of it on regular enemies, just a mobbing situation. And I'll show you on the Chupacabra, and then I will show you on Captain Traunt, just to give you a feel. So this is Mayhem 3 as you saw. So as you're seeing, it is a beast of a weapon. It really is. Especially if you can hit crits. So if you do want, when you are using this, if you do get a bad roll on Mayhem, you can always roll in, to get 50% more damage with SMG, something like that. But at the same time, you've also got to hope that you get the good roll with the weapon damage. So the thing I don't like about this is you can get a roll where it's doing, flat 400 damage, no extra projectiles, and then you'll get something like 50% less SMG damage. So it does have that kind of double-edged sword that, sometimes you'll get a lower damage rate as well as some major debuffs on your SMG. So when it all comes together, I'd definitely say it is the best in the game. You get extra SMG damage from the buffs, you get extra projectiles. But yeah, it's just kind of that double-edged sword. You can get some debuffs and the flat damage, and then you can get the no projectiles. So that's why I would say the Crossroad is also up there. I'd probably place it up there at 1 as well. So we're going to go around to the Chupacabra now, and I'll show you that. Okay, we're now up to the Chupacabra. As you can see, we're doing some insanely good damage. I did run the Chupacabra just before with a flat damage, a cryo penalty, and an SMG penalty, and that fight took a lot longer. I think it maybe took almost 200 bullets. That was one clip just then. So yeah, this is Mayhem 3, this is endgame. For those that haven't noticed, you can get some really bad debuffs that really make enemies bullet sponges. But at the same time, you can get really good rolls where you just melt the enemies. More often than not, you will be at a disadvantage. There are more debuffs than there are buffs. But, that's part of the game. You will still, if you are geared well, get through. I never, ever re-roll on debuffs. I kind of just suck it up, get on with it. This is Traunt here. He is cryo, so this may affect how much damage this weapon will do. And for you those of you that don't know, I don't know this for certain, but I think Traunt has a huge shield. His shield can take ages to get down. So this is the damage we're currently doing. This is him shielded. Even hitting those crit spots on his back. So I'm going to get his shield down now, and I'll skip forward to his health bar, and I'll show you the difference. Okay, so we're back. We're on his health bar. As you can see, this is just annihilating his health bar. So that's what I mean when I said Traunt's shield is clearly much bigger than his health bar. It's going to be 2 to 3 times bigger, I'd say. As you can see, we're doing great damage. Even got a legendary to pop, always good. Run full sickle. So yeah, that is the damage that it deals to bosses, you know, stronger enemies like Chupacabra and mobs, really. So as I said, insane weapon, especially if you can get the 3 times multiplier on the projectile. But yeah, it is pretty hard to find. I've found this gun twice in just on Mo's on 3.5 days play, like full 3.5 days play, like 80 hours. So if you do pick this gun up, definitely hold on to it, because you might not find another one for a while. Definitely the rarest SMG drop in the game. So anyway, if you want to see any of the weapons, just leave a comment down below and I'll try and get around to it. I have got a lot of legendaries in my bank, and I would be more than happy to show you some gameplay and what I think of them in game, stuff like that, if they're worth getting, so you're not wasting your time. Grenade mods, shields, all that sort of thing. I'm currently leveling my flak. I do have a Mo's that I'm running right now that's fully kitted out. After that I'll do a Mara, and then finally Zane. Hopefully those 2 are fixed by then. But if you like this video, please leave a like, comment for any other content you'd want to see on Borderlands, and thank you for watching. Cheers.